Orcs have been repelled, and their war boss has been defeated. But this war is far from over. The Orcs still threaten to overcome several major population centers, and could mass more than a large enough force to overwhelm the Imperial armies present on the planet. We have bought time, nothing more. But this is no longer a primary concern. Our scouts have recovered evidence that the forces of Chaos, the great enemy, may be operating on this planet, right under our very noses. We must face this foe wherever they stand. If there is even a chance that they are here, we must seek them out and destroy them. Inquisitor Toth is demanding that we leave the planet, but of all the powers his position grants him, commandeering a space marine company is not one of them. I must admit that I find his presence unwelcome so soon after the events on my homeworld of Cyrene. Inquisitors have a way of inflaming a guilty conscience, and that I do not need right now.
So, welcome to episode 7 of Dawn of War. It's actually, I'm recording this Sunday because Steam decided to freak out after I was done recording the Two Sens episodes. Excuse me. And I don't know why, but I couldn't record anything because I couldn't actually play my games. Which was sad, because I wanted to actually play a few things afterwards, but whatever. I'll get this done and move on to more suffering of a beautiful boyfriend. Oh god, there are a lot more orcs on this map now. Orcs. Look at all the orcs. Oh god, I think I remember this mission. Yep, I remember this mission. This one's fucking annoying.
This warp storm could trap us here for a month or for a century. We cannot risk staying here. We must evacuate Tartarus before it arrives in 3 days' time.
The Imperial Guard and Holy Fleet can attend to the evacuation. The Blood Ravens have more pressing matters to contend with.
Such as?
I believe agents of Chaos have taken strong root here.
I sense no taint here. Even so, were there a Chaos presence on Tartarus, it is better we leave them here with the Orcs than waste more lives fighting them. We could wish no worse fate for either of our enemies, and to be trapped with the other. But we must leave here.
You think of warps?
That is a matter for my brothers and I to decide. We will use these 3 days to settle our affairs and satisfy our suspicions. Meanwhile, you have our transports to facilitate evacuation.
Colonel Brom, the captain and I must attend to matters of faith. If you would leave us, please.
But surely this involves me as a...
Forgive me for not being clear on the matter. I said please, when in fact I meant now.
This does involve him. You should have shown him a modicum of respect.
Captain, you uncovered extensive heresy on your home world. Cyrene, was it?
That has nothing to do with the events here on Tartarus.
But I believe they do. You requested the Inquisition undertake an exterminatus, the destruction of your planet's entire populace, which we obliged.
I still fail to see...
Captain, I am not questioning your loyalty, but I must wonder if your actions on Cyrene have not affected your judgment. Perhaps that was a poor choice of words. I merely fear that you might see chaos, but it does not exist. I ask that as a loyal subject of the Emperor, you serve the Imperium's interest before your own agenda.
Captain, that Inquisitor had no right to speak to you in such manner. But perhaps he is right. The coming storm will trap our enemies here, where they can consume one another.
And what if the forces of chaos escape the system before the storm? No. We will not use this freak occurrence as an excuse to avoid our enemies, or our responsibility. They are here for a reason, and we will discover that reason.
We are with you, brother Captain, as always.
The humans are coming your way in full force. You should hear their heavy feet long before you see them, and smell them long before that.
Fucking Eldor.
Orbital Command has indicated the dropship landed in this general proximity. We've discovered a path, Captain. It's obvious someone has been digging here.
Cut by orcs?
I've never seen an orc lend such a careful hand to a task.
If it wasn't orcs, then it must be the forces of chaos. We will follow this path and discover the truth behind what has transpired here.
Yep, okay. What kind of fucking Inquisitor are you? You piece of
The
shit.
sacred artifact will now be available to us. Construct it, and we will have access to powerful abilities.
Yeah, as you can see, we're kind of actually shit. We're actually kind of, well, yeah, we got room back here. Doesn't really lead anywhere, so we got some room to expand back here, but I don't really trust it. And let's see.
Ever vigilant.
Yes, my lord. I sense danger. We will root it out.
Yep, Brahm, get with
Men,
the scouts.
you will follow my directives from here on out. The Emperor protects. Yes. I will see that it happens. I will see that it happens.
But you,
I am ready to pass judgment.
the fuck kind of Inquisitor are you? There are Xenos and heretics, and you want to leave without murdering them? You disgust me.
ready.
Let's see which one is easier to get to.
Maintain attack formation.
Because we're not
On alert,
actually
brothers.
producing any
The enemy
requisition
must
right
be
now.
nearby.
Yes. The Emperor protects.
Faith is our shield.
What is it you desire?
Get Brother Larry out
The
in here.
Emperor protects.
How can I serve?
I am ready to
Orcs,
pass judgment.
attack!
By order of the Inquisition, I am taking command here.
You don't get
Wait. Praise the
They weren't
Emperor.
attacking.
They were fleeing.
What could inspire fear in an open mind is like a fortress
Yes.
with its gates unbarred and unguarded.
While the enemies of the Emperor still draw breath, there can be no peace.
Yes? No one will stop us.
Ha.
No one will stop us.
I do like his
will
lines.
crush
He's like
the enemy beneath my
one of
boot.
3 black guys in the
Agreed.
entirety of the
Walk
40k
softly
canon.
and carry a big gun.
And as always, Brother Larry sitting right at the front there. And here's where those guys died. Doesn't actually go anywhere, so we'll go take that.
Defending objective.
Yes. I will see that it happens.
My faith is my shield.
You guys just sit. Squad
On
Larry
my
can just
way.
sit on there. These guys go take that. Oh, we're not producing power. That's the problem here.
Lord. Yes, Lord. I await your instructions. I will do as you ask. With all due haste.
My
I got
faith
power and
is my
requisition
shield.
confused for some reason.
For the glory of the Emperor.
Infiltrating enemy territory.
Squad Larry down here. So this is an annoying mission because this is when they introduce rhinos, and
On alert,
rhinos.
brothers. The enemy must be nearby.
There's a lot of things that Relic in Dawn of War and just Winter Assault that Relic
Yes, most beneficent one.
kinda screwed up. I mean, they fixed a lot of it in Dark Crusade and then Soulstorm, but that wasn't Relic. No one likes Soulstorm, but we're gonna be playing it through anyways.
Position secure.
This is gonna be
Emperor protects.
that's gonna be fun.
I serve mankind.
Get some frags. Oh yeah.
I
Now,
await your
one more.
Instructions. Build routine 721 initiated. Instructions.
You don't need any power, right? Good.
I will do as you ask.
I think they gave us turrets though, like actually placed pretty well too. Basically where I'd place them. I'd move them a little bit forward, but other than that.
Yes, most beneficent one.
Yeah, so this is gonna be like, this might possibly here be a 3-episode mission.
What is it you desire? I will see
Oh,
that it
God.
happens.
None can stand before the Inquisition.
You're gonna get all 4, just because fuck it. Your squad, Larry. Yeah, I know squads are named after their sergeant, but Larry's so awesome the squad just names itself after Brother Larry. You know what, you go ahead. You're not gonna be Disappointment Squad. 'Cause you got Colonel Balls of Steel Brahm with you. So you are gonna get up close and personal with the flamer and the plasma gun.
Yes, most beneficent one. Yes, most beneficent one. Build routine 721 initiated.
It wants us to go way over here, but to get here,
Yes, Lord.
oh, why the fuck are you? What the fuck? No.
With all due haste.
I am ready to pass judgment.
Over there, you actually have to follow this path. And yeah, as you already saw from that cutscene, fucking Eldar. If there's 2 factions I dislike, it's there's one faction, even the Eldar, the only faction I dislike are the Eldar and the Dark Eldar. I mean, I'll go about a 30-minute rant about the fucking Tau, but that's because I actually see potential in the Tau, and it's kind of getting ruined. The Eldar, though. The fucking Eldar. Ugh. Fuck the Eldar. No, it's terrible. Oh, yay.
Yes?
Yes.
How can I serve?
Colonel Bull. Yeah, they can't use infiltration right now because he doesn't get to infiltrate. Look at this man. He's one-handing a bolter. You know you're tough when you one-hand a fucking bolter. I'm just going to assume it's like not even like just. I know it's probably just a normal human bolter, which is
Here to serve.
essentially bolters made. It's essentially the OG bolter because the ones that the Space Marines used are actually
Yes, Lord.
modifications of the original design.
As you wish.
Possibly meant for the Men of Iron originally, or maybe invented by the Emperor himself. But I think it's more likely that these were meant for use with the Men of Iron, because the one time the Men of Iron are described, which is actually the canonity of it is now a bit dubious because of fucking Games Workshop, because it was from the Ghost series, and that most of that has been declared non-canon. So yeah, they declared Kane and Gaunt basically non-canon, which were 2 of the most badass and reasonable commissars to ever exist. And then they declared pretty much everything to do with Yarick being reasonable also non-canon, which is most of his stuff. So yeah, it's like, fuck you, Games Workshop. The only reason they didn't declare Yarick non-canon is because their whole setup for the end times needs what's his face, Gazgul. So yeah, but still, it's like, no, he was fucking gaunt. It was like next to Kane, my favorite fucking commissar. Yeah.
Yes, Lord.
So this
I
episode
shall
isn't
obey.
gonna. Yeah, there isn't gonna be much
What would
action
you
here.
have me do?
I'll just go ahead and move up to this next checkpoint.
For the
This
honor
next
of the chapter.
next strategic point. Oh look, a bunch of dead orcs.
Something is not right here. These
I
orc
am
bodies do
prepared.
not look like they were dispatched by Imperial hands.
He who stands
We
with
must
me shall
proceed
be
with
my
caution.
brother.
Well, I mean, you're hunting chaos.
Eldar,
Ritual stated about the presence of the forces of chaos.
Be it Eldar or Chaos, I will have answers either way. Press on.
Haha, fuck
Serve
your webway.
mankind.
Yeah, but the Eldar's whole thing is the fucking webway bullshit.
Space Marines, advance!
Like, fighting the Eldar in this game,
How can I serve?
it always,
I am ready
especially
to
if you're
pass
on a
judgment.
multiplayer and someone just decides to be a
He who
massive
stands with me
dick,
shall be
Knowledge
my
is
almost
brother.
always
will.
ends up
While the
being
enemies of the
a
Emperor
game
still
of
draw
hunt the
breath,
last
there can
webway
be no
gate.
peace.
Because those webway gates, like this thing protects the control area that I can build in, webway gates protect a smaller one. Meaning they can basically have a massive fucking base using webway gates, and they can teleport their buildings, and the webway gates can turn buildings invisible, and their bone singers, who are their builder unit, can teleport to ridiculous places
Yes, most beneficent
that
one.
half the time you can't even reach. Oh, look, a Falcon grav tank. Oh,
Area secured.
fucking hell, what the fuck? Squad Larry, get back
None
there.
can stand before the Inquisitor.
And then there's this kind of bullshit.
Yes.
Yeah, you guys go help Squad Larry.
Hold formation and attack!
Also, yeah, their transports can jump. Like, you know,
None can
the
stand
Assault Marines,
before the
yeah, their transports
Inquisition.
can jump like that. Except further.
We think alike.
Yes, Lord.
Basically, the Eldar are the
As you
bullshit
wish.
faction. And they don't get less broken. They only get more and more broken. It's sad. At least we'll get to play around with their dickery ourselves in Winter Assault, but...
Yes, most beneficent one.
Go
I
fix
shall
that.
obey.
Why are you... Alright. Yeah, the spawning with these squads can be a little weird sometimes. I'm not gonna do it. I'm gonna save up for
Marine squad deploys your command.
Really?
We are the Emperor's chosen. Attacking as ordered. Fear denies strength.
I await your instructions.
Okay, you just slap down a fucking turret right here. Well, slap down this turret.
Direct us to the enemy.
You guys
Weapons
get
at
going.
ready. It is time. At your command.
Here to serve.
We're gonna slap down 2 whole
We
turrets.
stand ready. Cleanse, purge, kill. We are the Emperor's chosen.
I was gonna use all that money to build a fucking...
Here to serve. As you wish. As you wish.
This will give me All these fucking dead guardians. Also, they kind of do a weird little divergence from canon. Because they have the guardians be their base unit, which is kind of weird. Because guardians to the Eldar are about the equivalent of scouts or conscripts for Space Marines and Imperial Guard. And that they're just random citizens given a gun, told to go, and told that the craft world needs defending. Really only used in desperation. Their main line, what you might call it, fighting unit, would be the Dire Avengers. Who
Yes, Lord.
are basically the aspect that are your more or less well-rounded professional soldiers. Like with all the other aspects are kind of specialized in heavy weapons and all that, yeah. Dire Avengers just specialize in being,
I shall obey.
they're basically your average soldier is what they specialize in being.
Yes, Lord.
Get you some fucking missiles. Now any fucking falcon that jumps over here is gonna have a nasty surprise waiting for it.
I await your instructions.
I want to get the machine cult up and running.
Yes, most beneficent one.
This, yeah, you go build that fucking thing.
Yes, my lord.
Yes?
Good, we can get the machine cult up.
Yes, most beneficent one. I will do as you ask.
Now the cool thing about the Sacred Artifact is it lets you build apothecaries, which are a healer unit. That kind of function. And the good thing is, you can attach them to the squads. And their healing abilities isn't a special ability, it's actually just a passive field. It's a passive ability so that anything around them just gets healed. And I think in Soulstorm, the Chaplain gains the same ability. I'm gonna give you a turret.
I await your
I'm gonna put another like two over here, because this is about as secure as it's gonna get, because they jump from over here, and I'm going to secure up here, so it'll be fine. Just to give me a little closer, but yeah. This is basic. This mission you have to take it slow, or you end up getting slaughtered. But this is also the one where they introduce Rhino transports. You never use Rhinos except in like a few missions, and you never use them again in this game in Vanilla Dawn of War because they suck in Vanilla. Ooh, we got Hellfires now.
Here to serve.
That would have been useful in the last mission. I would have been happy with Hellfires. Fuck, I use them more than Predators.
One initiated.
Yeah, this is the Sacred Artifact. Like, all of this actually kind of makes sense for a Space Marine deployment. Like a forward operating base for Space Marines, even though they aren't really the type to use that kind of thing. I mean, certain chapters might, but overall, their doctrine, you get plasmas.
At your command.
Eldar stuff is actually pretty vulnerable to plasmas. No, fuck it. We'll get another scout. The humans will go with scout squads.
I am ready to pass judgment. I will
Apothecaries are standing by to tend to our wounded. Build them at the Sacred Artifact.
And you can get upgrades for like your librarian and your commander.
Scouts awaiting orders.
Apothecary ready. The fallen shall be forever remembered as the Emperor's finest.
Yeah, but here
the fallen shall be forever
is the
remembered
apothecary.
as the Emperor's finest.
You can actually get every specialist marine, quote unquote, except the tech marine in this game, which is kind of sad, because Tech Marines would actually make a
Yes,
lot more
Lord.
sense as a Space Marine builder than like if you only got like Space Marines, you just get the one builder, you know, as a special. Well, you know, make more sense as a builder than like the fucking Servitors. I don't know why they went with the Servitors and not the Tech Marines. I don't know. I guess they just figured that like another unit would just make the Space Marines too overpowered. But like, you know, you could have gotten like Tech Marines and Warp Smiths. It would have been cool. I mean, that's basically what the Ultimate Apocalypse does. I know I talk about Ultimate Apocalypse a lot, but god damn, that's a good fun mod. I'm probably gonna download it and show it off as the special thingy once all this is done. Although it takes like all fucking day. And yeah, it takes all fucking day to download that because you have to download the Demons mod, the Tyranids mod, and the Grey Knights mod to get the whole thing to work. Because those are all separate mods by different members of the team. I think like the two of them are by the same guy. And well, the Tyranids mod's totally separate mod, but they got permission to use its assets.
Yes.
And goddamn, the Tyranids are fucking scary.
Scouts awaiting orders.
Right, so
Commencing
you go with the scout squad, and you won't be bitches
I will
either.
crush the enemy beneath my boot.
An open mind is like a fortress with its gates unbarred and unguarded.
None can stand before the Inquisition.
Yeah, so
Yes, Lord.
I know sniper rifles are cool and all, but I feel like they're way overpowered, so I don't like to use them.
Initializing build
Like they're just
protocol.
way too overpowered for me. It's like, alright, I can't get this next one. I can only get the first rounds of upgrades because I can't upgrade my fortress monolith. I can't upgrade this stronghold. Well,
On alert, brothers. The enemy
why
must
are
be
you
nearby.
over here?
Magnificent one.
Right, because there's nothing that needs to be built anymore up here. And you are,
Yes, Lord.
you'll all get down. All of you.
As you wish.
You'll follow the army.
What would you have me do? For terror.
You got a whole demi company here, so fuck it. Well, it's not technically a demi company because I'd need 2 more Space Marine squads for it to be
Dark
full.
Reapers, fall back. We need Rhino transport tanks. Of the
Oh,
enemy.
God,
They
not-
will force to get through today. The enemy
Run,
attack
you
the Dark
idiots.
Reapers on those cliffs above.
Yep.
Rhino transports are now available. Build them at the machine cult.
I await
Ugh.
your instructions.
Fucking rhinos, dude.
One initiated.
I mean, I don't complain about them this much in the next game, but yeah, but basically the whole point of this is you got to go around. You have to go around, and the rhinos can only carry a single squad at a time. I think it's like one, yeah, I think it's like 1 or 2 squads at a time. And it's ridiculous. I mean, it's lore accurate because rhinos are single squad transports. But still, ugh. Mechanically speaking, even in the fucking tabletop, they can carry more unless I... Well, then again, I haven't played that since 6th edition, so I'm not really sure if they can still carry more. Used to be they could carry more than a single squad. This was Terminators. But this is actually really good. Smoke launchers. So yeah, basically what it wants you to do, smoke, 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 which basically what you do is you use the smoke grenades to kind of hop your way up. Okay, get over here, you're in the way. Let's see, you can carry once, let's see how many squads you can carry. Oh, fuck. Alright, okay, can you guys get in?
Fallen shall be forever remembered as the Emperor's
Nope, you
finest.
can only carry the one.
I am prepared.
You guys just get out of the way. I'm not gonna put these guys in the
I will
transports.
crush the enemy beneath my boot.
You guys
What
just
is it you
go over
desire?
here while you're out of the way. More rhinos. Yeah, as you can see, rhinos aren't all that useful in this.
None can stand before the Inquisition.
Go to the light cover, fuck it. I'll go slightly over the normal time I go because this has been a boring episode, so I want to get as much of this out of the way at once as possible. It's been mostly just me talking. Get in there. Okay, all of you just go over here. You're not a pizza delivery company, you fucking...
Taking damage.
Ah, oh god, right, Dark Reapers. Also, rhinos are paper in this game. They're like made of paper.
Drop me here and await further orders. I will leave you here.
Hey, look, a Chaos Rhino.
My knowledge is at your disposal.
They just left a fucking rhino.
Hope is the first step on the road to disappointment.
Now then.
With courage and honor. Mind over matter.
Yeah, these are Dark Reapers, the aspect of the heavy weapon specialists.
At your command.
Yeah, the thing about the Eldar and the Dark Eldar is they accidentally created a Chaos God by basically getting into some really kinky shit and orgying it into existence. And when I say orgying it, I mean like really hardcore blood play, like slit your throat and fuck the hole kind of thing.
Hide it well. Through discipline, we
And of course, when you accidentally birth an evil god, bad things tend to happen. You know what? You guys just stay here in case I need you again. This Chaos Rhino right here. He's fucking yellow for some reason.
While the enemies of the Emperor
I have no idea why it's like yellow.
No peace.
Like maybe they just stole it from another warband and couldn't find any paint.
How can I serve?
I await your instructions.
Like fuck, we can't just like. And here's another one. So a ladder and some barrels. I guess. Yeah, I guess they just like probably and this thing's like half buried. Oh. It's half fucking buried, so I guess I got cut in a alliance or something. It's like backspace. Yeah, there it is. Sorry, I forgot how to reset my camera angle for a second. Rhinos, you go into the heavy cover where you'll be out of the way. Actually, this is where I like to, and this is like an ideal place, in my opinion, to put like a little mini base. What I'm gonna do is because this is made for pragmatism. Blow it up. Holy shit! I killed a Bone Singer. Yeah, that's what a Bone Singer looks like. I didn't notice I'd killed a Bone Singer.
This day shall be a glorious one for the Imperium.
I'm gonna make you all a control group so I don't have to keep doing that. Anyways, back to here.
Shall know no fear.
Now that all of the Dark Reapers are dead. Yay. And
yes, most beneficent one.
You two get started on Machine Cult.
Yes, God.
Get Chapel Barracks up.
Rhino transport is prepared.
You guys get out of the way. And I'm actually going to make a Hellfire and a Melee Tread. And put them into Group 1. No artillery this time, because I don't really use artillery except unless it's the Imperial Guard. Basilisks, which are not in this game. Because the Imperial Guard isn't actually a faction yet.
Under fire.
Praise the Emperor.
Oh, hey, it's a Viper.
For the Emperor.
Who died? Oh. Warp spiders.
My aim shall not falter.
Yeah.
For the Emperor. Follow me.
But yeah, if you want to know why the 40k universe for the lore reason is all so grimdark, and this is why I fucking hate the Eldar too, is basically everything is the Eldar's fault. It's literally, if it weren't for the Eldar, none of this would be happening.
I await your instructions. I await your instructions.
Okay, now get some defenses set up.
Building
What?
selection
No, A defense then.
initiated.
It's like, it's why I kind of have a hate boner. It's like, I have a hate boner for the Eldar for several reasons, but everything is their fucking fault. I'm not even joking.
Mission accomplished.
Yes, Lord.
Everything goes back to the fucking Eldar. And they don't do anything to make it better. They just constantly screw everyone else over. Even when it's in their best interest not to screw people over, the Eldar screw everyone over.
At last, back to war.
We still can't get the twin-linked las cannon, but we can get the Hellfire, which is good enough AV. I don't really like it for AV, but it's a nice little range unit. Yeah, basically, Dreadnoughts can have different configurations, and there's different types or chassis. Like the Hellfire has just replaced both of its power fists there. It's got an assault cannon and a missile launcher.
I am ready to serve again.
But this seems like a good place to end it as any. So thank you for watching, and I will see you next time on a Let's Play Dawn of War.